That PlayStation 5 is so spicy. It's like caliente. Tss. See what I did there? Because the PS3 looks like a George Foreman grill. See my PS3? It's really nice. It's nice and shiny. Only has a little bit of scratches on the lacquered plastic, whatever it's called. Reflective. Stop! I don't know what to call it. Don't make fun of me. I can't think of it right now. Big Daddy. Skip it up and that up! So we have seen all the guts of the next-gen consoles. Like I said, Austin Evans, way back, took apart the Xbox Series X. Sony themselves, one of their engineers, took apart the PlayStation 5. And we saw how the consoles were designed. And Sony, especially the heatsink on that thing, they're using liquid metal in the heatsink inside of the PlayStation 5. Each console probably needs its own zip code. Well, from what we're hearing from unconfirmed sources, even with the liquid metal and the huge heatsink, the PlayStation 5 is the warmest out of all the next-gen consoles. But after I read this to you, I'll explain to you why it's really not a big deal. The temperature that the PS5 reaches is perfectly fine. Well, anyway, industry insider from Italy, actually, shout out to you, Roberto Serrano, actually released some information on the Series X, Series S, and PS5. And the PS5, like I said, he actually got information that it runs the warmest. This is what he had to say about it. So the Series S, the small budget-friendly console from Microsoft, which is coming out, actually runs the coolest. It has an estimated temperature of about 47 degrees Celsius and peaks around 58 degrees Celsius, which 47 degrees Celsius is 116 degrees Fahrenheit, and peak is 136 degrees Fahrenheit, which is perfectly acceptable for the silicon to reach those temperatures. Those are actually really cool for a game console under load to only hit 58 degrees Celsius. Now, the Series X has an estimated median temperature of 52 degrees Celsius or 120 degrees Fahrenheit and peaks at 62 degrees Celsius or 143 degrees Fahrenheit. If my GPU and my computer only went that high under load, 62 degrees Celsius, I would do a backflip out of my chair, eat a cucumber, and tap dance. That's perfectly acceptable 62 degrees under load. Now, the PS5 is the spiciest boy out of all the next-gen consoles. It has an estimated median temperature of 55 degrees Celsius or 131 degrees Fahrenheit, and it gets up to 65 degrees Celsius, 149 degrees Fahrenheit under load. Now, Notebook Check in their article gets a little melodramatic and says it's a scalding 65 degrees Celsius. Yes. All of those temperatures in Fahrenheit are really hot. Go put your finger on the Series X processor when it's at 62 degrees Celsius. It'll hurt your finger. It's only 3 degrees cooler than the PlayStation 5 anyway. You're making it like there's a huge difference in between the peak temperature of the Series X and the peak temperature of the PS5. First off, shout out to my streaming community. I start streaming between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night. That's when I start streaming, and I stream till whenever. And a lot of you guys, it's fun to hang out with you. I stream right on this channel, by the way. I don't stream on Twitch or a secondary channel. A lot of you give me heads up on these stories, and a lot of people last night were saying, Rich, did you hear about the PlayStation 5 running hot? Rich, did you hear about the PlayStation 5 running hot? I'm like, no, I'll check it out and make a video on it. And this isn't a big deal. First off, when I run the silicon made by AMD, NVIDIA, and Intel today are meant to take high temperatures, and these aren't even considered high temperatures. If I had my GeForce 2080 in there, RTX 2080, I guarantee you if I ran Furmark right now, it would reach like 74 degrees, if not a little higher, and that under load is perfectly acceptable. So the PlayStation 5 hitting 65 degrees is nothing under load. That is absolutely nothing. Yeah, it would hurt your finger if you touched something that was 65 degrees goddamn Celsius, but why would you be doing that? But for silicon, which is meant to take very high temperatures, and believe me, they have safeguards in place that if the processor gets too hot, it'll throttle. Your system won't damage itself. Same with the Series X and Series S. They have AMD is what's powering all the next-gen systems. There's nothing to worry about. Okay, it's the warmest system by a whopping 3 degrees under load. It runs 3 degrees warmer, the PS5, than the Series X. But this isn't anything to be alarmed about. Now, if they were saying it was running at 82 degrees and stayed there under load, then I would tell you, yeah, that's a problem. 65 degrees Celsius under full load ain't a problem. There's nothing to worry about. Don't be alarmed by these articles out there saying that the PS5 runs hot. These chipsets, this silicon is designed to run at higher temperatures than the ones that they're reporting here. Everything will be fine. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Rich, 2 months from now, PlayStation 5s are overheating. Let's get into it. I hope not. I hope not. Please, Sony, no. And Microsoft, too. Don't make your consoles fry themselves, I beg you. I don't think you will, though. Why are my eyes still closed? Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.